Hello, welcome to this nighttime taste challenge. This Hangout on Air is live tonight, Christmas Eve 2018. What do we have for you? We, meaning me. Well, I have from 1991, not this particular bottle, but the brand, Black Velvet Reserve, aged 8 years. Produced in Canada and imported to the United States. Okay, I bought this at Dorgnac's in Metairie. It was $10.99. It was on sale. Aged 8 years, barrel aged in oak, imported Black Velvet Reserve, blended Canadian whiskey, aged 8 years. Okay, we get that. 80 proof. Versus Rich and Rare Reserve, another reserve. Who's it reserved for? Anyone who wants to buy it. No age statement. Produced in Canada, bottled in Kentucky at, it says, bottled by Sazerac Company, Frankfort, Kentucky. That's the Buffalo Trace Distillery. Okay. I bought that for $9.99 at oh man, I can't remember where I bought it. One of those stores. All right. My daughter gave me this yesterday for Christmas, a little sample. Maybe get 2 samples out of it, 50 milliliters. It's called Willet Bourbon Whiskey, 47% alcohol. Ooh, 94 proof. Kentucky Straight Whiskey. You see that little bottle? There's a better view. There is a view of it. I didn't have it in camera. Willet. I don't know where she bought it, but thank you, Elizabeth. I see the big bottles coming into stores, and I think they're kind of expensive relative to other stuff you can get. All right. Anyway, so that's Willet, but that's not coming anytime soon. I don't think it is. Nice. I had a little tiny bottle, 50 milliliters. All right. Last time I think I had one of those was at Vendôme, French brandy. Vendôme. I had a, remember it came in a little 50 milliliter into 2 glasses. The little glasses I got from St. Petersburg, Florida, and one dropped out my house, lifted them up, and it slipped out my hand and broke. I said, oh man, I break so many glasses. All right. So Rich and Rare Reserve in an interesting bottle design. Nice looking bottle. Smooth and luxurious. Black Velvet Reserve. What did I say? Rich and Rare. Black Velvet Reserve is known by whom? Known for its silky taste and mellow character. Aged 8 years in hand-selected oak barrels. The result is a premium sipping whiskey whose distinctive flavor complements any occasion. This is Christmas Eve, and that's the occasion. I went to Mass at 4 o'clock, Christmas Vigil. There was a lot of people there, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. I thought I would not even be able to get a seat. I said, I'm going to be standing the whole time, but I wasn't. And I didn't get there particularly early, I got there like at 3:46. But it was still very crowded. And then it was hard to concentrate because there was so many toddlers and young children throwing a fit, sort of like they didn't want to be there, you know, that kind of situation. I was like, woo-wee. And it lasted about an hour, 55 minutes. But anyway, I was thinking about going tomorrow at 8, but I was like, nah, it's Tuesday, Christmas morning, taste challenge time. This is one of those early birds. I'm at night, but what I mean is this taste challenge is being done because of scheduling issues in the week coming up, this particular week. And so it's to make up for this Sunday coming. I'm not gonna. I could do it Sunday, but I'm just thinking it's gonna be so impractical or irritating. I'll just pass. All right, so let's go with the Rich and Rare Reserve. Put that in the glass, and it's saying distilled in Canada in small batches and aged patiently for how long we don't know. They don't say. In hand-picked oak barrels, Rich and Rare Reserve delivers a distinctive smoothness and unparalleled elegance. Now, you hear what they're saying? This whiskey has unparalleled elegance. There is no whiskey, apparently, in the world that can equal it as far as elegance. Now, they might taste better, they might be smoother, they might be more enjoyable. They're just not elegant enough to measure up to Rich and Rare Reserve. Which one's going to be better? Oh, well, I think it's going to be a dead tie. You want to know the truth? I don't think either one is that great from my experience, but I did the Rich and Rare Reserve versus Black Velvet, the last one, and I couldn't tell them apart, and I didn't think either one was particularly smooth. But here, but we're going to be fair. We're going to try to be fair with these things. I don't see any reason not to be. Black Velvet Reserve, I'm looking right at the website. I would look at the Rich and Rare Reserve website, except they don't have one. Black Velvet Reserve, what did they say? The medium-bodied, not this medium, but the medium-bodied spirit delights with a mix of nutty, malty, and spice notes, providing a dry but mellow grain taste on the finish that offers a hint of wood. Oh. BVR, Black Velvet Reserve. Okay, so that. Oh, and then they go into all these details about how they make the whiskey. It's like you do your own little science project. Oh, that's right, you're in 8th grade. You can't do that on alcohol, can you? I mean, they would say, no, you're not old enough to drink it. And you might say, I'm not drinking, I'm just doing a science project. I don't know how that works. I never would have thought of doing that in high school. But it would have been interesting to do. Or junior high, Rich and Rare Reserve. Okay, so appearance. Let's try to get this straight. There is Monday Night Football coming on, no? Right, yes. The Rich and Rare Reserve is darker. The Black Velvet's more golden, and the Rich and Rare Reserve is a little more amber, but it's not a big difference. Nice little alcohol eggs. Oh, right. Man, look, I haven't drunk whiskey in a day. It's been a whole day, but it's not bothering me. My hand's shaking because I'm not nervous about geopolitical affairs. Okay, anyway, all right. Enough kidding aside. All right, so you say, I bet you drank a lot today on Christmas Eve, huh? Actually, you know what I drank today on Christmas Eve? I drank 1 Keystone Ice 12-ounce can in a glass. I don't drink out the can. And about 3.5 ounces of Carlo Rossi's Chablis. And that's a true story. I drank the Chablis about 5:15 a.m. and I drank the Keystone Light about 5:15 p.m. Yeah. No. Check that. It was like 5:30. Wow. Really profound drinking. You want to see some heavy drinking right now? Look at Arkansas beer reviews. They're really being exuberant for their holidays. They were mixing Jameson Black Barrel with it's like Bourbon County Stout. I was like, don't mix that. You can barely drink the Bourbon County is so strong. And you're gonna mix Jameson Black Barrel? I wouldn't do that. All right. I want to mix them up a little bit. I could have 12. hot tamales, 11 grocery bags, Tenneco Chalmette Refinery, Tenneco, remember Tenneco gasoline? Lower Ninth Ward, 8 by your mama's, 17th Street Canal, 6-pack of Dixie beer, 5 onion rings, 4 You Drive Me Nuts, 3 French breads, a 2 Jack's recipe for the crawfish they caught in Araby. Okay. It's on now. Here we go. Oh, that smells like the Canadian whiskey, but this is not that flavoring stuff, okay? This is just blended Canadian whiskey. Does it have flavoring? It might, but it's not a predominant. It's not like Rich and Rare Reserve or Canadian Limited or Canadian Hunter. All 3 of which I like, by the way. It's not that style of thing. My hair is wild. I washed it, though. It's clean. Vasinato says, Merry Christmas, Ron. Merry Christmas back to you. DJ Mexicano de Tejas says, Feliz Navidad, mi amigo. And Merry Christmas back to you, my friend. Rum Reaction says, Merry Christmas, Jay. Merry Christmas back to you, Rum Reactions, RR, Rich and Rare. Craig Swinson says, Happy holidays, season's greetings, and a Merry Christmas to you. And all of that. Same back to you, Craig. All right. Got 7 people watching now. All right, let's go. I'm going to take my glasses off because I want my eyes to be worse right now so I don't glance down and see something that was going to tip me off to which whiskey's which. Oh. I am picking up a little honeycomb, like that honeycomb cereal, which is making me think Rich and Rare Reserve, because the Rich and Rare is really predominant. It's just so strong with all of that flavoring, the brandy, the rum, the bourbon, the wines. Oh, it smells nice. Oh, yeah. Wood, a little honey, a little beeswax. Oh, I think that must be Rich and Rare Reserve, but I don't know because I haven't tasted it. Let me go with this. Maybe I can discern it on this aroma only. Whoa. What is that? Paste that you use to put out wallpaper? I'm not joking. Is that wallpaper paste? No. It's school glue. No, it's maybe people pop firecrackers. They set off fireworks for Christmas in Louisiana. I don't know why that is. Erica Lyons fan asked me, is Christmas like, what's Christmas like in New Orleans in Louisiana? I said it's probably like everywhere else except for the 12 Yats at Christmas. He didn't know what I was talking about. He said, oh, okay, what? And I don't know, do they set off fireworks where you live for Christmas? Because they can just go on and on, Christmas night, Christmas day, pop, 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 pop. Bucky Dent, happy holidays, Ron. Merry Christmas to you, Bucky Dent, BD. This is a really strange aroma. It's like sugar and some kind of wax, like a sweet chewing wax. Remember they used to make chewing wax? They might still sell that at some oddball stores. It's probably coming from like Burma or Myanmar. I don't know, where does that come from? I don't mean chewing gum. I'm talking about actual chewing wax. You know, sometimes you just want to chew wax. Plums here, plums. And some golden raisins. See, the thing about these 2 whiskeys, I think they smell a lot better than they taste. They look really nice and they smell great. And then when you taste them, then things start to break down. And then you realize, oh yeah, I did pay $9.99 or $10.99. That's why it's starting to break down. Okay. But guys' eyes are normal. All right. It's just plain old Lipton's tea. He has his father's eyes. All right. Oh, but St. Joan of Arc Church was so beautiful. They had it decorated so nice. And then when I went Saturday to St. Joseph the Worker in Marrero, Louisiana, they already had it decorated for Christmas. The priest said they had to because they didn't have enough. They didn't have any other way to do it. They really like to wait till the last minute because they don't want it decorated for Advent. But they said they have lights on all the trees. They weren't going to light the lights. And then they didn't have the baby Jesus in the manger. So he was kind of apologizing to the congregation, the parishioners. But St. Joseph the Worker might have been more fancy than St. Joan of Arc. Boy, it was really something. But they were both fantastic, really. St. Joan of Arc Creche is more fancy pants. It's more fancy, but it's a more wealthier parish. Mm. Oh, yeah. What does this taste like? Well, it's a little jackhammer on the smoothness, honestly. Ow. Oh, that's grain whiskey. Oh, mama. Woo! Somebody was talking to me about Crown Royal. He was telling me, I'm going to buy some Crown today. I said, what? I'm going to buy a bottle of Crown. I said, well, because he's got diabetes and a bad heart. He had open heart surgery on it. Bypass surgery. I think it was I don't know what it was. He's not healthy. He's 60 years old, but I said, you sure you should be doing that? What was this whole speech to me? Oh, he said, it's okay to cheat sometimes. I said, okay. I said, I never really had Crown Royal. I might have tasted it once, but I never really had it. I have no experience with Crown Royal. He said, oh, it's so smooth. And Walmart had the special, $22.99, and you get the bottle of Crown Royal and 2 glasses with it. In that Christmas gift pack, he said, oh, but I waited too long. They probably don't even have it anymore. I said, yeah, they might be gone. It might be gone. But then another store we noticed had it for $2 more. He said, I might just buy it at this place but he wants it. He said, oh, I'll probably only drink 2 glasses. I said, 2 glasses tomorrow, Christmas Day? Yeah. He said, you only drink it with ice. You only want ice with Crown Royal. He said, don't play around with that. You drink it with ice. I said, okay. I said, I bet you 20 years ago, you wouldn't be that worried about it. He said, 20 years ago, I'd probably drink a whole bottle in one day on Christmas. I said, a whole bottle of Crown Royal on Christmas Day? He said, you don't understand. I used to drink so much. I said, okay. He said, I'd be at work waiting to get home from work so I could start drinking whiskey. I said, okay. Now, that's a veteran, you understand? You say a war veteran? No, I mean a veteran of drinking. He ain't never went to any war. All right, anyway. So, and I was all excited about it, like caught me off guard. So I was telling other people at work, he's going to buy a bottle of Crown Royal. And then he said, you go and tell everybody my business. Why are you telling everybody my business? If I want something told to everybody, I'm going to just tell you. I said, no, it's not like that. I'm just excited for you and for me, because I'll just imagine how it tasted since I don't have a bottle. I don't have a bottle of Crown Royal blended Canadian whiskey, but I got a bottle of Caliber. Oh, that's another time and another place. All right, another time, another place. Gab Central says, hello. I love your malt liquor reviews. I most definitely value your opinion. I'm actually drinking Mickey's Fine Malt Liquor right now. Well, that's a fabulous Christmas Eve drink, I think. And I wish we could all, for Christmas, get Mickey's Ice Brewed Ale. Why are we not all allowed to get Mickey's Ice Brewed Ale for Christmas? Why are only people in obscure and rare, isolated areas of Florida able to get that? And I went to Florida the last 2 times. I didn't even see it. I said, dang, can't even get it there anymore. William Kepley could get it at some little isolated location in North Carolina. Well, that one's a little smoother and a little more caramel flavor. Little vanilla, little caramel, little honey. It's got to be Rich and Rare Reserve. I think Rich and Rare Reserve better than Black. It's better than Black Velvet Reserve. I'm thinking that. I haven't even looked at the tags. Boy, I love the aroma on this, though. You know, if you could just smell it and you didn't have to drink it, you might love it. What would be the point of buying it, right? Yeah, it's kind of like Heaven Hill blended American whiskey. Kentucky, I'm sorry. Heaven Hill Kentucky blended whiskey. Man, you say, why is that stuff only $6.19 a bottle? Well, go ahead and drink some and you'll find out. But if you could just smell it, you'd love it. Or the Barton. They were talking about Barton. I said, well, some of the Bartons, like Barton 1792, will cost you a little bit of money. I said, but you could get Barton's American blended whiskey, it'd be $5.99 a bottle. And the guy turned to me and he said, I bet you it tasted just like $5.99 a bottle too. I said, well, yeah. But it smells good at least. Oh, Gav, he said, yes, sir. What are you drinking on right now? Oh, I'm doing a Rich and Rare Reserve and the Black Velvet Reserve. And then D Strella 517. Thanks for watching. D Strella 517. Oh, I got to get going to Monday Night Football. I'll lay down and watch it. I'll probably fall asleep in 10 minutes. Mickey's Ice is incredible. Unfortunately, no longer available anywhere near me. I know it's sad, right? It's like, hello, Miller Brewing Company. Remember us, your consumers? Why don't you make the best stuff you produce available to everybody? Like, oh, you know, Red Dog, Coors, Extra Gold. That's the Miller Coors company, the Coors side of it. You know, Coors Extra Gold, Mickey's Ice Brewed Ale. Like, you know, the best stuff you make. Why don't you let more than 12 people in America buy it? That would really be a good thing. Craft Beer Pour says, cheers and Merry Christmas. Same back to you, Craft Beer Pours. Will you be doing any live videos tomorrow, says Craig. Yeah, I'm going to do live videos in a 24-hour loop, continuous. I'm not going to stop. No, I'm just joking. And now for my next trick. No, sweet tip. Thank you, Cheyenne. I want to thank Cheyenne. I want to thank Cheyenne for their wonderful products, and I want to downgrade the United States government for their disgusting, huge Surgeon General warnings that are defacing all the beautiful labels. Yeah, I'm pretty sure people know about the risks of various items. We don't need this glaring in our face. This is the United States. We are not in the dominion of Canada, okay? We should not have to go through these outrages of these attacks on free enterprise, okay? That's I should be the president because I would tell Congress, please wait a minute, what am I talking about telling Congress? It probably is just a regulation that the executive branch adopts by fiat. It's just they have the power to regulate, so they adopt all of these zany, defacing labels. Yeah, I should be the president because that would be my first order of business. Get those ugly Surgeon General warnings off the dang labels. Yes, actually, all kidding aside, I'm not kidding about that, but kidding aside about the 24-hour loop, I'm going to do a taste challenge tomorrow morning. And guess what? I'm going to do Rich and Rare Reserve versus Seagram's VO. Yeah. Seagram's VO is going to destroy Rich and Rare Reserve. You want to see a beatdown tomorrow? Watch that. You'll think the Cincinnati Bengals didn't get beat bad Sunday. Ha, ha, ha. That's pathetic. How that man still has a job, I do not know. It's fine. It's kind of sweet, but I don't mind sweet things. It's a sweet thing. Oh, oh, sweet thing. If you want it, boys, get it here thing. I know that you're younger than me. Okay, I think that's the Black Velvet because it's a little harsher. Is anyone, would I pay more for one over the other? No, I would not. So with these two whiskeys, my advice would be my advice would be consider price only and only consider price. So if one is $9.99 and the other one is $9.98, save your penny and buy the $9.98. And I am entirely serious in that. Save your penny and buy the $9.98. Well, I want to retract that statement. I think 50 cents would be a little leeway there. You could entertain 50 cents because I think the Black Velvet Reserve is a little more harsh. And I think 50 cents, we could afford 50 cents for a little more enjoyable experience. But hey, man, you got a job. Hey, Tony, thanks. All right. All right, I'm going to call it. Here we go. Get ready. I hope it works out. I think this is the Rich and Rare Reserve. It takes you 8 years to make this, huh? Oh, man. Wow. Oh, all these wasted years. Iron Man. Iron Man. All right. But yet, to show my abject and unmitigated incompetence, I had it wrong. Oh, no, 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 no. You see, because I looked at that tag and it says R, R, and R. And I know R, R, and R must stand for Rich and Rare Reserve. There ain't no way it stands for Black Velvet Reserve. And it says BVR over here. Oh, mama. I'm in fear for my life from the long arm of the law. Craig Swenson says Iron Maiden. He mentioned Iron Maiden. Okay. Tears for remembrance and tears for joy. Tears for somebody. But this lonely goy. I feel like I'm out in the madness. Because, you know, I got it wrong. I shall return from out of the, all right, let's see. Age 8 years, right? Yeah. The Black Velvet. What do you think about Canadian Club? Well, I like Canadian Club a whole lot. I want to tell you the truth. And I love the Canadian Club 12-year. Oh, that's a jewel. That is a jewel. All right, well, I got to do a little revisit here, but this is not a lot. I didn't pour a lot. I didn't pour a lot. You don't even understand what I'm talking about. All right. You can call the cops because I don't even know why all of the cops. Okay. All right. I was wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'll be the first to admit it. The heads. You're looking at the heads. Sometimes he goes too far, you know. He'll be the first to admit it. We just want to speak to the colonel. Well, man, he's gone away. He's going out in the jungle to be with his people. He feels comfortable. I'll wait. He feels comfortable with his people. He forgets himself. He forgets himself with his people. He forgets himself. Okay, what about Evan Williams? Well, I like Evan Williams. Black label. But actually, I prefer the Evan Williams green label, the charcoal filtered, aged 3 years. Yeah, I know it's cheaper, but I don't know, something about it I prefer. Maryland Man says, Merry Christmas, Jay. Well, Merry Christmas back to you, Maryland Man. Up there in Maryland. All right, so yeah, I'm favorable towards Evan Williams, I'll tell you the truth. Okay, so, well, I got it wrong. Well, a shock of all shocks. Hey, man, I know something you don't know. That's right, Jack. The man is clear in his mind, but his soul is mad. Do you know that the man likes you? Oh, he likes you. He really likes you. And he's got plans for you. He's clear in his mind, but his soul is mad. The man's he reads poetry out loud, all right? In a voice. He liked you because he's still alive. No, I'm not going to help you, man. You're going to help him. All right, anyway, all right, okay. Well, I got it wrong. What can I say? What are you going to do? You can't travel out in space. You can't go out in space. What are you going to do? Land on a fraction? It's dialectics, very simple dialectics. 1 through 9, no supposes, no fraction, no supposes, no fraction, no maybe. Okay, Merry Christmas, Ronald. I'm drinking a 2017 Grasanico Blanco Italian wine, 13% alcohol. Whoa. Airborne. He was 38 years old. All right, anyway. I'll admit it, I'm wrong. I thought Rich and Rare was less harsh, but as it turns out, the Rich and Rare Reserve was harsher than the doggone Black Velvet Reserve. So, well, all you can do is take your chance. You do a blind taste test, and if you're wrong, you're wrong. You live with it. And I'm living with it. And how many drivers does a buggy have? Yeah, well, let's just say I'm driving this buggy, and if you fix your attitude, I'll let you ride along with me. I got a bottle of Croft Pink Port. Croft, like the Croft Super Show? Pink Port for Christmas tomorrow. The world's first pink port. You should do a review of it. And then Iron Man Spartan 2 says, I love Croft Pink Port. I never even heard of it. That's bizarre. I'll tell you a little story though, and then I'm going to get off the air till a little while from now when it's still dark, and then I'm going to get up. I'm going to get back on the air and do more whiskey, and then more and more and more. I'll tell you a little story about a man named Jed. No, I'll tell you a little story. Somebody talked to me today and said they were looking for Madeira wine. I said, Madeira? Couldn't find it for him. Couldn't help him. Couldn't help him. And then the guy got kind of freaked out because I said, but I was entirely honest and trying to help the man. I said, do you know I have a bottle of Paul Masson Madeira at my house at this very moment? I bought it last week and it's unopened. I said, I'm about to leave here. If you follow me to my house, you can buy it from me. And his eyes got big like, oh, I'm good, man. I'm good. I said, okay, I'm just trying to help you. But he was out of there in a hot minute. But I mean, honestly, I was just trying to, he seemed very desperate to get this Madeira. He was saying, I'm going to cook with it. I'm going to cook with it. It's a recipe. You can only use Madeira. You know, it's like real intricate and involved. I said, well, I don't think you can get Madeira at any store around here. Walmart, I know they don't have Madeira. And Winn-Dixie, no. He said, I'm going to call Winn-Dixie. I said, I'd call them because their dessert wines have been decimated as far as what their availability is relative to 5 years ago. And then I said, Food for Less has some dessert wines, but I don't think they have it. I said, I bought the Paul Masson Madeira at Dorgnac's last week. And I said, you can buy it from me, and then I can go back and get it another time. But he seemed very uncomfortable with that idea. Like there was some kind of angle to it. You know, he's thinking, oh, no, this guy's some kind of maniac. He's plotting something. But I mean, honestly, I was just trying to help him. I mean, I wasn't going to address the Madeira for 3 months anyway, 2 months at least. So why not help somebody? But people are funny about that. Okay, Iron Man Spartan says, a very pleasant drink indeed. I buy a bottle every month. Every month. Gargelli says, Merry Christmas, Ronald. It's at 1:27 a.m. in London. Hey, that's late. Merry Christmas, though. Cheers. Yeah, we're going to be at Christmas time pretty soon here, you know. All right, well, this was a interesting but troubling in the same way taste challenge because I thought I had it nailed and I didn't have it right, so I felt kind of funny about it. But anyway. VO? No, I have no worries about that. I think that Seagram's VO is going to annihilate the Rich and Rare Reserve, but time will tell, right? That's why we do the taste test. You think you know, but you don't know. But if you give it a chance, you might end up knowing. All right, blah, blah, blah. Enough of that. It's over. This video review is over. Thanks for watching this video production.